All right, here with Herb Jones from the New Orleans Pelicans. Herb, Griff said you were in the facility all offseason. That sounds like you. What drives you to kind of put in that kind of work instead of taking vacations, going elsewhere, to just kind of be in the gym, doing all that?
I mean, I just love basketball, and I love getting better.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's really no other place outside of fishing, that
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be. And I enjoy, going in the gym and playing my music and just working.
Just kind of focusing and just kind of like, yeah, going out there and practicing with all of that. You said you like improving. The defense has already been there from like day one in the NBA. We really saw the increase in like 3-point shooting. You were elite at that, last season. What are you looking to add to your game going into this year?
I just still being more efficient,
Mm-hmm.
being a more efficient shooter, trying not to take a lot of bad shots, still staying true to me, and being an all-around player, and not just living and dying by shooting threes.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to improve on being more of a leader on the defensive end, and just helping guys. I wouldn't say the guys that struggle, but people that aren't as, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like engaged on that side of the ball, kind of.
I wouldn't say engaged. I think everybody is engaged,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think everybody does the same things. And so just trying to help my teammates, be better on that side of the ball.
We heard Zion even spoke to that last year. I think it was the game against I think it was the Bucks, where you were telling him to blitz Damian Lillard on all of that. And he's kind of spoken about how like your effort on the defensive side of the ball has forced him to get better. Like, what's that mean to you as a teammate, hearing, your guys that you're out there on the court saying that about you?
I mean, it means a lot, to especially a guy like Z. It means a lot to hear that the energy is kind of contagious on the defensive end. That's just, something I want to continue to build on throughout this season.
You were at the Bama Georgia game, I saw.
No, I didn't go to the game.
You didn't go to
No,
the
I didn't
game,
go to the
okay.
game.
But could you have tackled Ryan Williams on that touchdown? Would you have been able to stop him?
My guy is pretty talented.
So it was pretty impressive,
So,
right?
yeah, I don't want to jinx myself and say I could have done something. 'Cause I know it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
But he's super special.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun game. You gave your number to DeJounte Murray. Was that just like a no-brainer decision he asked and you said yes? Did you give him, a hard time about it, anything like that?
Not at all. Not at all. It was, to me, it was a no-brainer because once I figured out, after I'm not. I just said I did my research. I saw he wore number 5 in college. I think he wore it in high school. Then he had it, since he's been in the league. And so I didn't bring it up, but once he, asked about it, I was kind of already looking for another number.
Okay.
And I saw number 2 was available.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told him if it was available, I'd get number 2, and he could have number 5.
I'm sure he's thrilled with that and everything
Oh, yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Are you excited to play with him? He's been a near all defensive first team guy too. I think you two, lead the league in steals. You're right up there. Are you excited to play with him in the backcourt and just shut opponents down?
For sure. And I think that goes along with, the energy being contagious. I think he'll be another guy that, can bring that same type of energy to the team. If it's a night where I'm not bringing the juice and he is, guys can kind of lean on him for the energy and kind of pick it up, and I may even need, that type of help most nights because, not every game, I don't think everybody feels like doing the dirty work every game, so to have another guy that, kind of believes in the same type of things on the defensive side of the ball, I think it'll help a lot.
You two have like a nickname or anything you want to work on for kind of locking opponents down?
No, not yet. We haven't come up with anything yet, but it'll be a team thing.
Okay.
It just won't be me.
Okay, just everyone's going to come together
Yes,
on all of that here. There's a lot of players around the league that refer to you as like the toughest defensive assignment. They hate going against you. Luka Doncic, Paul George have said things about you. Who's the toughest offensive guy to try and cover that you've gone against?
The toughest since being in the league. The toughest, I would probably have to. We said isolations.
However you want to classify it, is there a player that you're like, I'm sure you want to guard everybody, and it sounds like, but is there someone you're like, okay, this is going to be a real long night, a real tough night?
Well, probably Steph.
Okay.
You know, just because he doesn't stop moving on the offensive side of the ball, and even when you think he's done cutting, you know, he'll slow down like he's about to, you know, just chill in the corner, then he'll run off with 2 pin downs. So I'd probably say Steph is, you know, I wouldn't say that I don't look forward to, but
Yeah.
that's a tough one.
What about, have they talked to you about playing kind of like small ball 5, that Draymond Green-esque role for the Golden State Warriors with what they maybe want to do this year?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But I mean, whatever they need me to do.
You're going to just do it here? Is that something you think that could be a strength of the team going into the season, kind of a small ball lineup like that?
I mean, if the coaches feel, it's going to be effective, I'm sure,
Yeah.
It should be.
And then 2 more things for you before we get you out of here. Do you have any restaurant recommendations for listeners?
In New Orleans, I go to Morrow's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard they got a Nobu.
Yeah, it just opened, I think.
Yeah. So I haven't been. I've been to Nobu before, but I'd probably recommend that.
Okay, that one works. And then anything you want to ask me?
How long you been doing this?
I've been doing this for like 10 years now.
Oh, you a vet.
Something like that. I'm like you, trying to improve every single year when it comes to all this.
Right, I mean, that's tough. 10 years in this.
Seen a lot of basketball here and a lot of different things.
Yes, sir.
All right, Herb, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yes, sir.